Right, so it's time for our sort of weekly update on the iPhone 13. So today we have some schematics, courtesy of Mac Rumors, that showcases a thicker body, but also B, a bigger camera bump. So let's first delve into the thickness of the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro. So it should be around 7.5mm, which is up from 7.4mm with the iPhone 12 series. So yeah, that's a pretty minor change that a lot of you guys won't notice, and that does kinda worry me because I was hoping to see larger batteries with the iPhone 13 series, purely because the iPhone 12 series as a whole was a downgrade over the iPhone 11 series, and of course there was also the addition of 5G, which took a 2-hour hit across the range, which isn't too great. So yes, I'm still hoping to see larger batteries, and of course the new X55 modem, which should hopefully improve battery life as a whole on the iPhone 13 series. So let's now make our way to the camera bumps of the iPhone 13 series, and it's gonna be a pretty major upgrade. So the iPhone 13 is gonna have a 2.51mm camera bump, which is quite a bit larger than the 1.5mm camera bump we have with the iPhone 12. However, the iPhone 13 Pro is taking things to the next level because it has a camera bump that is 3.65mm thick. That is quite a bit bigger than the iPhone 12 Pro, which has a camera bump that is 1.7mm. Now, interestingly, in the images that Mac Rumors provides, we can see that the actual camera bump sticks out more from the actual body than the iPhone 12 series, so it seems Apple's taken a very similar approach to the 2020 and 2021 iPad Pro, where the actual module sticks out with the lenses instead of just the lenses by themselves. Now, the size of the camera bump is also getting larger on all models, so the iPhone 13 is going to get a camera bump that's around 29 by 29mm, but again, the iPhone 13 Pro takes things further with a camera bump that's around 36 by 37mm. That is a pretty major upgrade over the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro, which have a camera bump of around 28 by 30mm. So this should put the iPhone 13 Pro's camera module pretty much on par with the Pro Max's camera module. So that could mean that maybe the iPhone 13 Pro will be adopting all the features that the iPhone 13 Pro Max has. And guys, this is great news in my opinion, because no longer will you have to be forced to get the Pro Max to get all those juicy camera upgrades, which is great news because honestly, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is a handful. It's a very large device, and I much prefer the 6.1-inch form factor. So if we get 120Hz and the same cameras across both Pro models, then I would heavily consider buying the iPhone 13 Pro. So fingers crossed this actually happens. Now, in terms of the camera improvements we could expect with the Pro models, Mac Rumors believes we could see the sensor shift stabilization technology we saw on the iPhone 12 Pro Max on the iPhone 13 and 13 Pro Max, except it won't just be for the wides, it will be for the ultra-wide too. We could also see the improved telephoto camera we saw with the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the iPhone 13 Pro too. So it does seem like Apple's keeping the Pros equal this year, which is great news because it was pretty odd that Apple compromised on the cameras with the iPhone 12 Pro, and if they gave it the iPhone 12 Pro Max cameras, it might have helped the iPhone 12 Pro differentiate a little more from the iPhone 12. Right, so let's now delve into the final tidbits. Number one, because the camera bump is getting larger, the side button, the volume button, and the mute button are going to be slightly lower on the device, which means that yes, along with these new camera bumps and the repositioning of these buttons, you cannot use the iPhone 12 cases with the iPhone 13, which is quite disappointing, but this is Apple. They do this all the time. They make us buy new accessories. So yeah, this is to be expected. I'm not surprised. Anyways, the last thing I want to mention is a video from Unbox Therapy showcasing this dummy unit of the iPhone 13 Pro Max, and basically it showcases everything I mentioned in the video, but one thing we get to see is the new notch. And while this looks identical to the schematics that John Prosser showed us, and basically what Apple's doing here is moving the earpiece to the top, and that allows them to make the notch ever so slightly smaller. Anyways, let me know in the comments below, do you care about the smaller notch on the iPhone 13 series? Anyways, thank you for watching, make sure to like and subscribe For the latest Apple news and rumors, check out the video in the icon above about the M1 iMac. And on that note, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya, peeps!